In this video, we're going through 6 of the best credit cards in Australia. I've been using credit cards for the past 9 years and I've gotten all sorts of benefits from them, like cash back and cheaper flights. In fact, I even did a round the world trip using my points and I saved over $10,000 on my flights. In this video, I'm taking you through some really great credit cards, and there's even one brand new card with benefits that are really unique, and I'm really excited to show you this card. Just remember that anything that we talk about in this video is general advice only and not personal financial advice or personal credit advice. You can read my full financial services guide and credit guide in the description. This video was recorded on the 18th of June, so by the time you're watching this video, some of the offers may have changed. The first credit card, which is actually a brand new credit card by American Express, is the American Express Essential Rewards Card. With this card, you can get 80,000 membership rewards points. You get 20,000 membership rewards points every 30 days when you spend $1,000 on eligible purchases on your new card within the first 120 days. So basically, if you spend at least $1,000 on eligible purchases every 30 days, you get 20,000 membership rewards points, up to 80,000 bonus membership rewards points within that 128-day period. The annual fee for this card is $9 per month or $108 per year, which is actually the most affordable card that we have on this list. I also think that the $9 monthly fee is quite low and affordable compared to some other premium credit cards out on the market. With this card, you can earn up to 5 points per dollar spent on your first 10,000 points per month on eligible restaurants, cafes, bars, and selected food delivery services in Australia. Then after earning your first 10,000 points per month, it reverts back to 1 point per dollar spent. If you're wondering which food delivery partners they've selected, you can see here it's Uber Eats and Menulog. You can also earn 3 points per dollar spent on selected streaming subscriptions. And these are the selected streaming subscriptions, including Netflix, Disney+, Prime, Spotify, and more. You can also earn 2 points per dollar spent at major retailers, and then 1 point per dollar spent on everywhere else. By the way, if you'd like to check out a tool that can help you manage your finances better, you can check out Billroo, which is the brand new budgeting tool that we've just launched. It can help you do your budgeting and also manage your finances better. Plus, we are building new features every single week, which are all based on your feedback. So if you would like to try out this tool for yourself, you can check out the link in the description below. One of the great things about earning membership rewards points is you do get a lot of flexibility in how you would like to use your points. You can transfer your rewards points to 11 different airline partner programs, including Virgin Australia and Singapore Airlines. Your 80,000 membership rewards points will convert to roughly 40,000 velocity points. 40,000 velocity points will give you roughly $720 worth of value when booking economy classic reward seats. Personally, I think that this is a really cool brand new card from AMEX, and I'm actually considering switching one of my credit cards to this new AMEX card so I can get a bit more diversity in the points that I am earning with my credit cards. But I would love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this new credit card? Do you like it, or do you prefer some other credit cards? You also get a lot of complimentary insurances with this card, like card purchase cover and smartphone screen cover, which means if you accidentally break the screen of your phone, you can get refunded for up to $500. If you're unlucky enough to break it twice, a 10% excess does apply though. Another really cool insurance that they have is card purchase cover, which means if you buy something on your Amex card and it gets accidentally damaged or stolen, you can actually get some reimbursement from Amex so long as it is within that 90-day period. And you can check out my referral link for this card in the description below. The next credit card is the American Express Explorer card. With this card, you can get 50,000 bonus membership rewards points when you spend $4,000 on eligible purchases within the first 3 months. This is actually one of the very first credit cards that I ever got, and it's one of my favorites because you do get a lot of flexibility with the kind of rewards you redeem your points for. With this card, you can earn 2 points per dollar spent on eligible purchases, excluding government bodies. And for purchases at government bodies, you earn 1 point per dollar spent. As you can see here, you can redeem your membership rewards points with 11 airline partner programs, including Virgin Australia and Singapore Airlines, or even with Hilton Honors. 50,000 membership rewards points is equivalent to 25,000 velocity points, and 1 velocity point is equivalent to roughly 1.8 cents. So these 50,000 bonus points will give you roughly $450 worth of value. But that's not all. You also get heaps of other benefits with this card. There's an annual fee of $395, but you also get a travel credit of $400 every year. So if you do use this travel credit, then it does offset the annual fee. You also get complimentary domestic and international travel insurance, 2 complimentary entries per year into the Centurion Lounge at the Sydney or Melbourne Airport. I've been to the Centurion Lounge in the Sydney International Airport, and it has recently been renovated, and they've done such an amazing job. And if you're lucky and you visit this lounge within a certain period of time, you may be able to order meals from this special a la carte menu, and the meals here were really good. But they also have an amazing buffet with food running all the time. And if you're wondering what 25,000 points can get you, you can get a flight from Sydney to Queenstown for 17,800 points with Velocity, plus $178 in taxes, fees, and carrier charges. The interest rate on this credit card is 23.99% per year, but they also have an interest-free period of up to 55 days. So if you do pay back the full balance owing within this interest-free period, then you don't have to pay any interest on your credit card, and that's why it's so important to keep on top of your credit card payments and make sure you pay back the full balance owing within this interest-free period. And you can check out my referral link for this card in the description below. The next credit card is the Qantas American Express Ultimate Card, and this card actually has a brand new offer where you can earn up to 90,000 bonus Qantas points. That's 70,000 Qantas points when you apply by the 3rd of September, plus an additional 20,000 bonus Qantas points in your second year. This is one of my favorite cards because while it does have a $450 annual fee, it's actually offset by a $450 travel credit, which you get every single year. So if you do use this travel credit, then it does offset the annual fee, which is really cool. With this card, you can earn 2.25 Qantas points on eligible products and services at Qantas per dollar spent. You can also earn 1.25 Qantas points on everyday purchases except at government bodies. And for purchases at government bodies, you can earn half a Qantas point per dollar spent. 70,000 Qantas points will give you roughly $1,260 worth of value. I think this credit card is a great all-rounder card, and it's personally the credit card that I use. You also get 2 complimentary Qantas lounge passes each year and 2 complimentary Centurion lounge passes each year. With this card, you can also get complimentary domestic and international travel insurance. And if you're wondering where 60,000 Qantas points can take you, you can get a one-way ticket from Sydney to London for 55,200 Qantas points, plus taxes, fees, and carrier charges. Or a one-way business class flight from Perth to Singapore for 57,000 Qantas points, plus taxes, fees, and carrier charges. You can also redeem your Qantas points for reward seats with different airlines, including Emirates, Cathay Pacific, British Airways, American Airlines, and more. So this does give you quite a lot of flexibility in how you would like to use your Qantas points. And here's a hot tip and something that I'm personally going to be using my Qantas points for. There is an Emirates first class flight from Sydney to Christchurch for 64,500 Qantas points, plus around $181 in taxes, fees, and carrier charges. And this is actually one of the cheapest first class flights from a points and a cash perspective, and you get the full Emirates first class experience. So I'll let you know how I go on that flight and what I think of the experience. So make sure you follow for more. And you can check out my referral link for this card in the description below. The next credit card is the American Express Velocity Platinum card. This card is a great card if you are looking to earn Velocity points. And the great thing that I have noticed about Velocity points is they do have great reward seat availability. And you can also use your Velocity points for reward seats with different airlines, including Singapore Airlines and United, and these other airlines too, which is really handy. With this card, you can receive 60,000 bonus Velocity points when you spend $3,000 on your new card within the first 3 months. One Velocity point is equivalent to roughly 1.8 cents in value, so 60,000 Velocity points would give you roughly $1,080 worth of value when you're booking economy reward seats. But that's not all, there are also heaps of other benefits that come with this card. You can get a complimentary return domestic economy flight every year. So if you do use this complimentary return domestic economy flight every year, then it does offset the annual fee of $375. You also get 2 complimentary entries into the Virgin Lounge each year and 2 complimentary entries into the Centurion Lounge each year. You can also earn 2.25 Velocity points on eligible purchases within Virgin Australia per dollar spent, and 1.25 Velocity points per dollar spent on eligible purchases outside of government bodies. And for eligible purchases at government bodies, you can earn 0.5 Velocity points per dollar spent. And if you're wondering where you can go with 60,000 Velocity points, you can go from Melbourne to Singapore return with economy for 58,000 Velocity points, plus taxes, fees and carrier charges. Overall, I think this is a really amazing card, especially if you do want to earn Velocity points or if you do want to take rewards flights with any of their partner airlines. And you can check out my referral link for this card in the description below. So the next credit card is the Citi Rewards credit card, where you can get 100,000 bonus Citi Rewards points when you spend $5,000 on eligible purchases within the first 3 months. You could redeem these 100,000 points for 40,000 Velocity points, which would give you roughly $720 worth of value when booking Economy Classic Rewards flights. Or you could pay for some of your purchases on your credit card with your points, and this would give you roughly $400 worth of value. Something really cool about this card is the annual fee is only $99 for the first year, which is really good value, especially compared to some of the other cards that we've gone through in this video. After the first year, it does revert back to $199. With this card, you can also get cashback offers, complimentary mobile phone insurance, and complimentary travel insurance. You also get the option to use your Citi Rewards points for a variety of other loyalty programs, including Flybuys, Singapore Airlines, Velocity Frequent Flyer, and even Kogan. If you're interested in signing up for this card, I do have a link in the description below. The next credit card is the NAB Qantas Rewards Signature Card. With this card, you can earn up to 120,000 bonus Qantas points, 90,000 bonus Qantas points when you spend $3,000 on everyday purchases in the first 60 days, plus another 30,000 bonus Qantas points when you keep your card open for over 12 months. 90,000 bonus Qantas points is equivalent to roughly $1,620 worth of value when you're booking Economy Classic Rewards flights, and 120,000 bonus Qantas points is equivalent to roughly $2,160 when booking Economy Classic Rewards flights. Something really cool about this card is you get access to a 24/7 concierge. So if there are any exclusive event tickets that you would like to book or any fancy restaurant bookings that you would like to make, you'll be able to access this complimentary concierge service and get them to help you. This is a really cool service, but I'm sure there are heaps of other really cool use cases for this concierge service. With this card, you earn 1 Qantas point per dollar spent up to $5,000, and then half a Qantas point per dollar spent from $5,001 to $20,000. You also get access to complimentary insurances like complimentary international travel insurance. The annual fee for this card is $395, but for the first year you get $100 off this annual fee. So for the first year only, you'll get an annual fee of $295. One thing to note about this card is they do have quite a high minimum credit limit of $15,000. So this could limit your borrowing capacity quite a lot if you are looking to get a home loan. And if you're wondering what kind of flights you can get with these points, you can fly from Sydney to San Francisco, return with economy for 83,800 Qantas points, plus taxes, fees and carrier charges. Or you could fly from Brisbane to Los Angeles, return with economy for 83,800 Qantas points, plus taxes, fees and carrier charges. One thing that I have noticed over the past couple of years of using credit cards is it's great to have an AMEX, but it's also really good to have another card so that you can use it wherever AMEX isn't accepted. So I personally have the AMEX Ultimate card, which I use most of the time, but in some cases when AMEX isn't accepted or if the merchant does charge higher fees for an AMEX card, in those cases I'll use my MasterCard credit card, which is the Qantas Premier Everyday card. It's a low fee card, but it still allows me to earn Qantas points for those purchases. But I have now realized that it might be a good idea for me to start collecting 2 different kinds of points. Qantas points, and then maybe perhaps AMEX points or Velocity points. So this can give you more diversity in the types of reward seats that you can redeem your points for, because Qantas for some routes can have quite competitive availability, especially for business reward seats. So it could be a good idea to collect different types of points if that's what you're interested in too. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more. And write us a comment below with the word glasses in it, just so we know you watched this video all the way through.
Thank you.
Bye!